Some jobs are just plain nuts. You hear about them, maybe see a documentary and think, wow, that's intense. But building a research station at the South Pole, that takes intense to a whole new dimension. That's a whole new level of crazy. A level where the challenges are as vast and unforgiving as the landscape itself. Imagine getting the call, the kind of call that makes you question everything you thought you knew about construction. Build a multi-million-dollar facility, a state-of-the-art research hub, a testament to human ambition, on a 2-mile thick sheet of moving ice, constantly shifting and threatening to swallow everything whole. Where it's 100 below zero, cold enough to freeze exposed skin in minutes, cold enough to make metal brittle. And the sun disappears for half the year, plunging you into perpetual darkness, a darkness that tests the limits of the human spirit. Most would hang up. They'd politely decline, maybe suggest a colleague, but ultimately run far, far away. But for a rare breed, a special kind of person, it was the ultimate challenge, the opportunity of a lifetime. The Amundsen Scott South Pole Station, named for the first explorers to reach this spot, brave souls who faced unimaginable hardship, isn't just a building. It's more than bricks and mortar, steel and glass. It's a marvel of engineering, a testament to human ingenuity and the power of collaboration. It's a beacon of civilization in a place that wants you gone, a constant reminder that even in the most hostile environments, we can thrive. This isn't your average construction gig. This is a project that redefines the very meaning of challenging. It's a test of human grit and ingenuity, a battle against the elements, a triumph of the human spirit. So, let's pull on our thermal underwear, grab our parkas, and head way down south. We're going on an adventure. We're about to see what it takes to build in a place that tries to kill you every second, a place where survival is a daily victory. We'll meet the people who did it, the brave men and women who dared to take on the impossible. We'll explore the problems they faced, the seemingly insurmountable obstacles that stood in their way, and the wild solutions they invented, the ingenious workarounds that allowed them to conquer the Antarctic elements. Because somebody had to do it. Someone had to be crazy enough, brave enough, determined enough to take on this challenge. And the story of how they pulled it off is worth telling, a story of perseverance, innovation, and the indomitable human spirit. It's a dirty job, a cold job, and a job that pushes the limits of what's possible, a job that redefines the boundaries of human achievement. This is the kind of work that shows what people can do when they have to, when they're faced with seemingly impossible odds. Welcome to the South Pole, a land of extremes, a place of breathtaking beauty and unforgiving conditions, where the impossible gets built, where dreams take shape in the face of adversity, where human ingenuity shines brightest. Let's get started. The adventure awaits, the story unfolds, the impossible becomes reality. This is the job you never knew existed, the job that redefines the limits of human potential, and it's one you'll never forget. Prepare to be amazed, inspired, and utterly captivated. The South Pole isn't just cold, it's otherworldly. It's a place where the familiar rules of our planet seem to bend and break, a landscape so extreme it challenges our very understanding of what's habitable. The air is thin, the silence is profound, and the horizon stretches out in an unbroken expanse of white. The Antarctic Plateau is the coldest, driest, highest desert on Earth. Imagine a desert where the sand is replaced by ice, where the dunes are sculpted by wind and snow, and where the temperature plummets to unimaginable lows. It's a place of stark beauty, but also of unrelenting harshness. No trees, no rocks, just endless white ice. It's a monochromatic world, where the sky bleeds into the horizon and the only variations are the subtle contours of the snow. This seemingly featureless landscape holds a hidden complexity, a story etched in layers of ice and time. The sun circles the sky for 6 months, a constant, unwavering presence that bathes the landscape in an ethereal glow. It's a period of perpetual daylight where shadows disappear and time seems to lose all meaning, then vanishes for the next 6. The sun dips below the horizon, plunging the continent into a long, dark winter. The stars emerge in their full glory, and the aurora borealis dances across the sky in a mesmerizing display of light and color. It's a place of endless day and endless night, a duality that shapes the lives of those who dare to inhabit this extreme environment. The rhythm of life is dictated by the sun's presence or absence, creating a unique and challenging cycle, and the whole place is moving. Beneath the seemingly solid surface lies a vast, dynamic ice sheet, constantly shifting and flowing towards the sea. The ice sheet creeps 30 feet a year, a slow but relentless march that reshapes the landscape and challenges any structure built upon it, dragging anything built on it toward the sea. It's a constant battle against the forces of nature, a reminder of the immense power of the Antarctic ice. Early stations were buried and carried away, like houses on a frozen river. These forgotten outposts serve as a testament to the challenges of building in such an extreme environment, swallowed by the ice and lost to time. Here, the ground isn't ground at all. It's a slow-motion disaster. A constantly shifting foundation that demands innovative engineering and a deep understanding of the ice's behavior. Every construction rule you know? Forget it. The conventional wisdom of building simply doesn't apply in this frozen wilderness. At the South Pole, you're fighting the cold, a bone-chilling, relentless cold that can freeze exposed skin in minutes and turn metal brittle. The altitude, the thin air that makes every breath a struggle and saps your energy with each movement. The light, the blinding glare of the sun reflecting off the endless white ice, a constant assault on the eyes. And the moving ice, all at once. A symphony of challenges that demands ingenuity, resilience, and a healthy dose of madness. Any one of these would stop a normal project. Here they're just the start. They are the baseline, the expected hurdles that must be overcome before any real progress can be made. It's a place that forces you to rethink everything about building for the future, to innovate, to adapt, and to push the boundaries of what's possible in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. The rules of the normal world don't apply. This is a realm where the impossible becomes possible, where human ingenuity triumphs over the forces of nature. This is a cathedral of ice and steel, a testament to human ambition and the relentless pursuit of knowledge, built on a foundation that's always shifting, a precarious perch on a continent of ice constantly threatened by the forces of nature, and it's a testament to human stubbornness and brilliance, a symbol of our unwavering desire to explore, to understand, and to conquer even the most challenging environments. Welcome to construction at the end of the earth, where the stakes are high, the challenges are immense, and the rewards are immeasurable. Let's see how they pulled it off. Let's delve into the ingenuity, the innovation, and the sheer determination that made this extraordinary feat of engineering possible. Why build here? One word: science. The South Pole's thin, dry air is perfect for astronomy, no water vapor, no light pollution, and months of darkness for uninterrupted observation. The ice itself is a time capsule. Drilling deep cores lets scientists read Earth's climate history, frozen in bubbles of ancient air. It's also the only place for experiments like the IceCube Neutrino Observatory, which uses the pure ice to detect ghostly particles from space. The unique conditions aren't just obstacles, they're the reason to be here. The old stations couldn't keep up with modern science. A new, advanced facility was needed. Necessity drove invention, and the world's toughest engineers answered the call. The South Pole became the ultimate laboratory. Building at the South Pole is a race against time. The construction season lasts just a few months, miss the window, and you wait a year. Every nut, bolt, and beam had to be flown in by ski-equipped cargo planes, weather permitting. The station was built like a giant Lego set, each piece sized for a Hercules plane. Workers faced brutal conditions, high altitude, extreme cold, and 10-hour shifts. Even simple tasks became monumental. Drop a wrench, risk frostbite. Welding steel at 50 below. Special rods and preheating were invented just for this job. Every step had to be re-engineered for the cold. The builders weren't just constructing, they were inventing new ways to survive. It was a relentless battle against the elements and the clock. But they kept going, one piece at a time. That's how you build at the bottom of the world. The cold changes everything. Standard hydraulic fluid turns to gel. Machines need Arctic-grade lubricants and heaters. Sometimes they run non-stop all season just to stay alive. Workers bundle up in layers, but exposed skin can freeze in under a minute. They work in short bursts, ducking into heated shelters to thaw out. The station was built from the inside out and close a section fast, then heat it so interior work can continue in relative comfort. The sequence was critical. Steel erectors braved the worst cold to create safe spaces for everyone else. Every move was planned, every risk managed. It was slow, methodical, and unforgiving. But with smart strategy and sheer toughness, they made it work. The cold never let up, but neither did the crew. That's how you survive the world's harshest freezer. The ground at the South Pole is a moving, growing enemy. Old stations were buried and crushed by drifting snow and shifting ice. The new solution? Put the building on 36 massive steel columns, stilts that lifted above the snow. The aerodynamic shape channels wind underneath, scouring away drifts, and when the snow finally rises, the whole station can be jacked up, new column sections added, and set back down, ready for another decade. It's a living building, designed to adapt to a landscape that never stops changing. The jacking system was a feat of precision engineering, lifting thousands of tons without a hitch. This design turned a doomed structure into a survivor. At the South Pole, you don't conquer nature, you adapt. The station's foundation is a permanent answer to a temporary world. It's a revolution in polar construction, and it's built to last. The South Pole's history is buried, literally. It's a place where time seems to stand still, yet beneath the pristine white surface, a rich tapestry of human endeavor lies hidden. The first station, built in 1956, was a testament to the audacity of early polar explorers. It marked the beginning of a permanent human presence at the bottom of the world. Now, that original structure lies 60 feet below the surface, a silent witness to decades of scientific progress and changing environmental conditions. It's a frozen relic, slowly drifting with the relentless movement of the ice sheet, a constant reminder of the impermanence of even the most ambitious human creations. Survey teams still meticulously track its slow, inexorable journey toward the coast, using advanced GPS technology to monitor its progress. There are, in fact, two poles here: the true geographic pole, defined by the Earth's axis, which subtly moves due to the planet's dynamic core. And then there's the ceremonial pole, a shiny, reflective sphere, carefully placed each year, serving as a focal point for photos and a symbol of enduring tradition. Antarctica is also a crucial testbed for future space exploration. NASA conducts vital studies on research crews stationed here, seeking to understand the psychological and physiological effects of isolation and extreme environments, mirroring the challenges of a mission to Mars. Even the construction techniques employed here are remarkably inventive. To securely anchor the support columns of new structures, teams ingeniously melted deep holes into the ice with high-pressure hot water and then allowed the water to refreeze, creating solid ice footings that bond with the surrounding environment. They built a foundation, quite literally, from the very thing that constantly threatens their existence: the ice itself. Every layer of snow that accumulates, every building that becomes buried beneath the ever-growing ice, tells a compelling story of human ambition, resilience, and the remarkable capacity for adaptation in the face of unimaginable challenges. The South Pole is more than just a geographic location, it's a time capsule. A repository of scientific breakthroughs, daring exploration, and human ingenuity pushed to its absolute limits. What's buried beneath the snow and ice here isn't lost or forgotten. It's an integral part of the enduring legacy of human presence in Antarctica. And the story of the South Pole, a story of human endeavor against the odds, keeps moving forward, layer by layer, year after year. Imagine stepping off the plane, air so cold it stings sunlight, blinding off endless snow. Life shrinks to routine, layer up. Eat big, work hard, thaw out, repeat. Every movement is deliberate, every mistake costly, but hardship breeds camaraderie. You depend on your team for survival and sanity. Bonds form fast shared stories, prank celebrations mark the passing days. You witness wonders, auroras, dancing stars brighter than anywhere else. It's more than a job, it's an adventure that changes you. You learn to value the simple things. Warmth, food, friendship. You're part of a legacy building for the future in a place few will ever see. The South Pole tests your limits and rewards you with memories for life. Here, you're not just surviving, you're part of something bigger. This is the Antarctic dream, equal parts nightmare and triumph, and it's unforgettable. Why does this story matter? Because it's about the spirit of adventure. Building at the South Pole is modern exploration, solving impossible problems in an unforgiving place. The clever solutions, the jacking columns, wind-scouring design, modular construction, are feats of ingenuity. These projects remind us there are still wild places that test our limits. The builders weren't just workers, they were explorers in hard hats. Construction here is an act of optimism, a belief that we can thrive anywhere. It's about teamwork, determination, and pushing boundaries.